I decided to go outside because I've just been working and working and working, and I work from home, so I don't really get to go outside unless I physically get my ass up and go out, excuse my language. And I decided to go outside. And I went outside and the energy was just, I don't know, it hit me, it was shocking. As in, I had to write it all down because I got in and I just had to ground and I had to put some incense on and had to really cleanse my aura. And it's not like anything particularly different was happening outside in the town that I live in. You could just cut the tension and the anger and the turmoil and the angst and the anxiety, and I've even wrote down this thick black slime energy. You could cut it with a knife, but you'd have to hack out at it, and it was really trying to push in. And I think there's this shift, there's something changing, a massive shift. And as people are within the collective are actually starting to elevate their vibrations, people around, it's not even that they're just noticing, because they already have noticed, but you're going to start seeing it more or feeling it more. I also wrote down the words smoke, poison air, lungs and throat. So there is something here about ensuring if you smoke cigarettes, if you're smoking 420 and you have tobacco in there, you need to stop doing that. And I am not a doctor, I know I'm not, but the message came through loud and clear. Someone here is poisoning their own lungs. They're poisoning their lungs. And for it to come out like the way that it has, it's important that someone takes heed of this, because our body cells can mutate at the flip of a switch. And you can go from being someone who is relatively healthy or someone who is relatively, active, to all of a sudden you are needing to go to the hospital, or you are needing certain medication, or you know what I mean. The throat, I could feel something going on with someone's tonsils. Smoke. Someone's being asked to smoke cleanse whenever they feel, and if you don't, like for example, if you have a weak chest and you can't smoke cleanse, you're being asked to get yourself some sort of spray. Okay, like get yourself spray, something that you can cleanse your space with. This has Palo Santo wood and essential oils, but you can get anything. It could be rosemary, it could be mint. Just as long as it is helping you to cleanse and remove energies that you may have picked up from traveling, or if you are going out and you have to go into a shopping mall and you feel that energy, if you are feeling that you're bringing it back with you, there's really an encouragement here to be cleansing yourself, almost like when you think of someone who doesn't want to bring in dirty shoes into their house. And I leave my shoes outside. I have like a little shoe rack, and I wear Crocs. Those are my slippers inside. Almost like that. The need to cleanse yourself off before you come in. I also have the messages Goddess of Hope and then / Isis, and Merry We Meet and Merry We Part. Now I know that Merry We Meet and Merry We Part is part of, is it the Rule of Three? The Wiccan Rule of Three, or the Wiccan Read, which is more or less do as you will, harm none, but don't harm anyone. So this is interesting. Okay, my name is Bronwen. That was a little bit of a long introduction. My name is Bronwen. This is Bronwen's Cove Tarot. If you are, I don't know why I said it like that. If you are new to my channel, welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting Loku's Dog and Cat Care Rescue. That is the GoFundMe that I have going on down below there. They are an independent charity, which means they are only supported by donations and sheer will, and that's it. But they are out in they are based in the east coast of Sri Lanka. They're a very small, a small team of people that go out and just look after as many street dogs and street cats as they can. you know, get as many of them on like the scabies medication they may need, getting them to the vet hospital that is hours and hours away if they get hit by a tuk-tuk. They're doing some really good stuff out there. If you would like to be part of that, just have a look down below. There's loads of information. You can always just share that out with your friends if you can't donate. Anything little, anything big helps. Let's crack on. Please make sure that you're making yourself very familiar with my legal disclaimers, which are in the description box. By watching the rest of this video, you are in agreement that you have read them, that you agree with them, and that you will abide by them, okay? Neil, do not make anything fit if it does not, okay? Let's see why we got this energy and of like lack of will, lack of motivation. Knight of Wands is coming out to the Nine of Cups. It seems to be this energy of pushing through that sludge. The Knight of Wands, there's action that needs to be taken here for someone. Because I feel like this is a collective thing of, as we're going through this, it's like we're transmuting something here. We're going through some sort of transition. The Nine of Cups here in reverse is like, it's almost like having a lack of satisfaction in life or lack of satisfaction in something. But the energy that was coming up was so, it's like it was monumental. And I was going through it and I got through it and I was flowing through it, but it was almost like flowing against the current. There are so many people who are just going with that current of being really unhappy or feeling in lack or feeling anger. There's a lot of like global anger and turmoil at the moment. It's showing up in like, even Mother Gaia is showing up in that energy. I mean, we've got, you know, Hurricane Helene, hoping that everyone that watches this has not been affected by that. The energy is of change, but I heard brutal change, like brutal purging as well. We have the Chariot underneath. This is healing, but this is also travel, and it could be fast travel. It could be, at the moment, this seems to be stuck in one place, and there is the energy of stuckness. And I actually wrote that down. Stuckness. Sorry, I really apologise for my scratchy handwriting. Now, why are we being shown this? What is it that you would like us to do, Spirit? Why has this been shown? I heard take it easy. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Don't you cry no more. Who is that? Is that Fleetwood Mac? I cannot remember. And the other song that came through was the final, it's the final countdown. There's definitely something coming. And I know that sounds very ominous, there's something coming. I don't mean it like that. You have the Page of Pentacles. There is an encouragement to be very mindful, very demure, very mindful. I don't know, whenever I say mindful now I think of that, but there's, you know, all jokes aside, there is a need to be very mindful of what actions and thoughts that we are presently in or doing at the moment. There's a need to be very tapped into your emotions, but not just your emotions, into like your energetic body. How do you feel when you leave the house? How do you feel when you get on the bus? How do you feel when you are, whatever that may be? Is it your energy? Is it someone else's energy? Do you need to transmute that there and then? And I feel like this is the reason why someone, you might as well, I heard, make your own. You can put lavender in there, you can put chamomile, you could get yourself, there's crystals in here as well. You can buy crystals from wholesale and make your own and take it with you. And I heard it's a Satan be gone spray. Someone is joking about making a Satan be gone spray. Make it. There's a need for it. And like I said, there's a transition. We're going through a transition. And I just heard a collective raw or collective anger. Tell me about this chariot. Oof. 9 of Pentacles. So this is healing codependency, and you have the 7 of Wands. I knew there was this outside energy, and I wanted to ignore it to see whether or not we could continue on this reading, or it was more to do with like centered healing, rather than there being like this pushing of competition from something else. And there definitely is this pushing of competition from somebody who's side-eyeing somebody. And I don't know if it's like a specific person, like this witch or this cousin or this blah blah. Because when I went out, I noticed like those who you can tell are more centered and kind of grounded. Not so much that they have to be religious or spiritual or anything like that, just centered and grounded, and those who are not. And it was whipping people into a frenzy. Like there was a lot of push and pull. Nobody wants to wait and open the door for anyone. Everyone's like on the edge of having an argument, or on the edge of being aggressive or wanting to get into a fist fight, and it's just bubbling there, and people aren't even aware that that is what they're carrying with them. So I'm just trying to, no, I'm just making it worse. I'm just putting grease across my glasses and making it worse, and that's what I'm wearing. And it's just bubbling there. It's bubbling and bubbling and bubbling. Now the 9 of Pentacles, this is moving away from this need of others to support. And I want to get a little bit more clarity on this. I want to know why there's such aggression, because when I was out, I remember like maybe 3 or 4 people looked at me dead in the eye and scowled at me. Because where I live, there isn't a lot of people who are openly weird like me, which is absolutely fine, each to their own, right? But about 3 or 4 people looked at me dead in the eye and just scowled at me, and I just thought, I felt sad for them, not pity, but sad, because that's a projection of self. They're looking at themselves and going, I don't like you. I'm going to pop this one down on the side over here. Tell me about this 7 of Wands though, because I heard it pertains to you, and you've got here the Tower underneath, and I can see the 9 of Swords underneath here as well. Somebody in competition, a group in competition, 3 or 4 people in competition. The King of Swords is here. This could be a legal matter. It doesn't have to be, but there's definitely something here about the more you are coming into your own, the more you are following. It doesn't actually have to be Isis, but Isis's energy is like, for me personally, because I work with her energy, she's a medicine woman. I mean, she's very cunning, but in a really good way, like ultimate feminist. The story that really rung true for me, and not rung true for me, but I connected with Isis on, is that Isis was not always a goddess. Isis wanted to have power, and she created a snake out of her own spittle and dirt, and so she was a medicine woman, and who was it that was going past? Was it Ra? She waited. She knew that was his weakness. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she knew that was his weakness, and that was the only thing that could actually, in other words, unalive him. And she created it and had it in wait, so that when he went past, it bit his ankle. And you know, as he's laying there, and he's like, help me, I know that you can help me, you're a medicine woman, or you're a healing woman, or whatever that may be. She was like, I will help you, I'll save your life, but I want you to give me power. Give me power. And he didn't want to, but he had to save his own life, so he turned her into a goddess. She is clever, she is cunning, she is healing. She has the best, beautiful, I can't describe how beautiful her energy is. And I feel like at the moment there is some I heard a Kundalini awakening, but it's not just that. It's something else here that is coming forth as you are moving up levels upon levels upon levels of your ascension, of your healing. And it is, people are seeing this and they can't compute exactly what it is they're looking at. I'm interested in what this tower is when it comes to competition, because like, towers are change. It's definitely change. This would mean that there are signs then that maybe we are not seeing or someone is ignoring when it comes to, because I don't know if this has happened yet. Know that my readings are timeless. I can be picking up on a pocket of energy that hasn't happened yet, that is happening now or is happening in the future, or all three simultaneously. So please take it as it resonates and use this as confirmation and clarity of what you already intuitively know. It's not supposed to tell you anything that you don't know. Now you have Temperance coming out. So the clarifier for the Seven of Wands to Tower is Temperance. This is removing any type of balance that you may have. I think it's really important right now, especially as we go back to the first row, that we are fostering it with the Knight of Wands. This is something like action stations now, that we are sitting in this energy of balance, of meditation, of keeping our space cleansed. And when I say tidy, I am not saying that your home is chaos or messy or unclean or anything like that, but there is an encouragement and need right now to be removing clutter. There's something about the feng shui of our home and ensuring that the energy that comes in is very fluid, that it's fluid. I heard that's how finances come in. That's how, look, that's how celebrations come in, because this Temperance being in reverse, there is a push from a specific party. There will be someone specific who's giving you side eye. And if you're becoming more sensitive to the energies around you, someone's like, the way that somebody reads energy is going to become heightened. I heard over the next coming years, it's going to become more and more heightened. And it doesn't mean that that's overwhelming. It just means that you train yourself in how to keep yourself grounded and mindful and zen. And being able to switch it off when you want to switch it off is important, because that Temperance being in reverse means that at some point somebody is going to, someone wants you to foster in this energy. All right. I seem to be just like flapping over my words for some reason. Why am I flapping over my words? Knight of Pentacles has come out to the Five of Cups. Judgment in reverse. Someone here is actually really upset that you're being awarded something. This is where this Seven of Wands was coming in, because I was wondering why. Who is this competitor? What is this? Someone's upset or rushing in to kind of have you invest your energy and time in an unbalanced response or an unbalanced viewpoint like everyone else. They want you to be sucked into that thick black slime energy. This Five of Cups, the party's over. You don't get to invest or see any parties or celebrate. They want you to feel like luck isn't on your side, judgment isn't on your side, the universe isn't on your side, but the universe is on your side. Otherwise, this would not be coming in for you in the first place. And it's coming in for you because you've made this transition. There was some sort of sacrifice someone had to make. Are you ready? It's the final countdown. Someone stuck to their moral code, even in the face of like adversaries I'm hearing, or even in the face of this Seven of Wands, of someone pushing a tower upon tower upon tower. And you're being asked, especially with Merry We Meet and Merry We Part, I know that you will anyway, but you're being told to stay in that energy, even if you are not, you may not be Wiccan at all. But what I'm getting as a channeled message from that Merry We Meet and Merry We Part is that we harm none. We do not do unto others what they have done to us. simply because that's the energy that they're exchanging. We don't have to ground it. We can always just return it back to them or return it to source. We can return it back to them, like my understanding, especially with this Merry We Meet and Merry We Part, you can send it back as long as it's not harming them or harming anyone else. Or you can send it back to them without any malice, and then they can deal with their energy and the chaos because they created it, right? Someone here is being told, do not be tempted to fall into... I heard, do not fall into what they're doing. Why is Succession? I know that's a program, and I just heard watch Succession, or there is some channeled message for someone here specific on whatever this tower may be that's coming in from a competitor who's side-eyeing you. And it may be similar to the story in Succession. I don't really know the story properly in Succession. I've heard of it. I heard that it's very, very good. Let me pop these out and see what else wants to come out. Okay. Someone is fuming. Someone's fuming. Someone feels angry that you've got a new beginning, or that you've started over on something, or you've changed something about yourself. And it's something to do with the way that you look or the way that you're dressed. Someone here really expresses themselves through like art or makeup or clothing or their hair or the type of like aftershave or perfume they wear. Definitely to do with colours. I don't know if colour therapy is something that someone's interested in looking into, or it's something that they already do. This investment into a new beginning. That Knight of Wands here. There's more to, I had there's more to it than meets the eye. Ace of Cups coming in for the second row. Someone's really upset that you have found yourself. Someone here is about to have a revelation about themselves or an understanding about themselves. It's almost like when you look at Judgment and it's in reverse, and then all of a sudden the clouds part and there's a light that switches on, and you're like, that's what it's about then, is it? Never thought of it that way. And now I can never look back and see it any other way but that. It's learning there's a specific lesson that it may have taken a lifetime for you to learn, or for someone here to learn, but the light bulb is about to be turned on. And the minute it does, it's a countdown. It's already it's the final countdown. And someone's really upset about this because why? Why are they so upset? Why are they so upset? Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. King of Pentacles is in reverse. They lose out on something, or is this like a business idea? Is this a business idea? Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be like a business idea of some sort. Because the Page of Wands is about adventure, exploring, experimenting. It's a very youthful, young, fun energy. It's action as well. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is like someone coming in and going, hey, I want to invest in something here. I want to help you out. Someone rushing in who's codependent. Who is this rushing in that's codependent? Okay, there's definitely someone here that wanted to come in with this tower when it comes to financing, when it comes to this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is not moving because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest in the deck. It means that it's almost like when you think of like an ISA or, you know, a savings pot that, you know, it slowly builds in interest. It slowly, and you leave it, you forget about that, and you just get on with your work. And, you know, you may have set up a direct debit so that money just goes into it each month, and you forget all about it. And then 5 years later, you get a message saying, hey, collective, you have this amount of money in this pot. You forgot all about that. Look at all the interest that you've got on top of that too. That's really interesting because the Seven of Wands to the Tower, to the the Knight of Pentacles. Someone here is fighting for this pot of gold that is just sitting there waiting to be opened. Interesting. And maybe whoever this Seven of Wands is, company, person, animal, mineral, plant, who knows, they know about this pot. Maybe you don't. And they know that it's something to do with the way that you look. Look at this person here. And look at this person here. If we are claiming that this is you, and this is whoever, I had the copycat is, whoever this person is, who can see you getting closer and closer to this new beginning. Isn't it interesting that this person here is wearing dark green and has like some funky looking like patterns on it, and they've got orange over here, they've got yellow down here, and hey, this person's trying to make themselves look like they are standing out from the crowd from everybody else, and they have got yellow and they have green, and they've got a couple of stars, so they don't look exactly the same, but they're definitely trying to copy. There's something about you coming into your own style of self, or you really becoming comfortable with how you want to dress or how you want to show up. And it doesn't mean that you have to wear gems on your head like I do. It could be as little as, do you know what, I really want to get that little tattoo behind my ear. I've wanted it for ages. I really want to go out wearing elf ears. Or I really, really like that sweatshirt that has the weird things that when you press it, they squeak. And it's like a frog, and there's frogs all over it. And I press that one and it squeaks. It could just be something to do with, it's something to do with the way that you look, the way that you present yourself to the world, to your community, to yourself. It's it's catching people's attention because it is like a rainbow on a stormy, horrible, yucky day, and everyone else is, you know, wrapped up in their blanket kind of jackets with their umbrellas pushed against the storm, and you're kind of walking along, splashing in the rain, wearing your you know, your unicorn wellies with your umbrella that's all bright and stuff, and you're singing along. There's a difference here, and someone here is very angry about this because they are stuck in that thick black slime energy. They're not in the same energy as you. There's the Goddess of Hope. Tell me more about this Goddess of Hope, because look at the way they're looking at you. Look at the way they're looking at you. Your eyes are closed. I heard it's a dream come true. Something here is a dream come true. They're fighting off all these other people. They're all dressing the same as everybody else, and they're like, no, I've got to change it up, I've got to change it up, I've got to change it up. And here you are, just being your true, I heard your true darn self, your true self. And that light is shining on you. This is like a spotlight being put on you. It's a spotlight, and this person wants to fight you. They're like, come then, you've got a stick, I've got a stick, I'm going to fight you for it. And your eyes are closed, you're not even looking at them, you're just following your heart, you're following your intuition, you're following where this light is telling you to go, and you need to keep doing that. You need to keep doing that, seriously. Even in times of strife, I heard. So this person has put themselves, I swear that this must be like a flight path. It is, because we're really close to Gatwick. It gets so noisy, I do apologise. I want to know what it is exactly that this person has done. Merry we meet and merry we part. This person may class themselves as like a Wiccan, or they may class themselves as someone who doesn't harm others, but I feel like they're lying, or I don't feel like they're completely honest on that. It's like when someone says, oh yeah, I'm a witch, I'm a grey witch though. I know sometimes I class myself as a white witch. Look, I'm just, so that label is I am a practicing witch. I don't hurt or harm other people. And when someone says that like they're a grey witch, it's like, so what you're saying is that most of the time you don't hurt people, but if you feel like they're hurting you, well, an eye for an eye. And there's the energy here of, what did they do though? Because they're stating that they are something along those lines. But why is that important? Why do we need to know that? Because this person's got a tower around them when it comes to some sort of finances. You've got the moon in reverse to the Six of Pentacles. This is money taken from a family pot. And it's bringing me back to like this ISA. This may be something separate, but, or a trust fund. And there's a tower that's about to fall that this person is fighting for. This is an inheritance. This is an inheritance. This is something that they want to take. This is something they desperately, desperately want this. They desperately want this. This could be a sibling. This could be a cousin. This is somebody who is dressing similar to you. I don't know if you change your hair a lot or you change your style a lot. Or if you're still... Yeah, look, you've got High Priestess in reverse here. This is somebody who... they will do whatever it takes to step on others to get this Knight of Pentacles. The thing is though, and yeah, and it's giving me like Hunger Games, when all of the packs of like the medical care and like the food and the water and the weapons and everything are in the middle, and every single one of them has to be on those platforms, and they have to wait for that sound to go off, and they will have to run in the middle and grab what they can and then run away before they get an arrow shot at them or whatever it may be. Because look at the way that she's holding it. She's not moving anywhere. She's like, come and take this now. Who's going to come and take this? I'm just going to hold it in my hand, and may the best battler win. May the best battler win. Interesting. Can I get one more, please, for the third row? Page of Wands. Now I want to shuffle those a little bit more. Just one more. The third row has the Chariot. Then it has the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Then it has Judgment. So there is some sort of message. There's a message definitely on its way. The thing is, though, it's not rushing on its way because the Chariot's not moving. And in some decks, you will see the Chariot flying through the air, or you will see it on a boat moving along. This one here is quite stationary. So there's some sort of delay here when it comes to this information being relayed to you. I don't know if that is because they don't have your current email or current address or current something here. But there is some sort of negative judgment being... There's a negative judgment or a negative verdict of some sort or result. And I feel like someone is blocking this, or they feel like it's unfair. They're not happy with the result or the reading of a will, or... Okay, let's see. I want a different deck. Where would you like me to go? Not yet. You're shouting at me. Should I take you? Okay. Those did not want to go together at first, like at all. And that sound that you heard, sorry, because I can feel my lipstick has just gone on my teeth. And that is not the look I'm going for. That sound that you heard that went, it's because I went to shuffle them and half of them just fell onto the table straight like this. Rigid. Why so rigid? A family feud of some sort. Somebody is stuck in that slime. They are stuck in anger. They're stuck in fear. They are in angst and anxiety. Why? I just realised it's 34 minutes in and I have not rang my lovely lady bell. Or this one over here. These would make amazingly awful earrings, wouldn't they? If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see what's coming out here. Can I get some clarity on row 1, please? Thank you. And we have here the Ace of Pentacles. So there is definitely this new beginning that's coming in is going to change everything. There is going to be this is going to be a whirlwind. And I don't mean a whirlwind romance. Someone here is going to be knocked out of their norm and their normal pace. And not only their normal pace, but how you balance yourself. This is why you are being asked to meditate, or you're being asked to kind of like balance yourself now, or find extra practices that you can do on a daily basis. Because the first row, the only thing that's in reverse is the Temperance card, which is talking about a lack of equilibrium, a lack of balance, and it gives me the mental health. Remember, I'm not a mental health advisor in any way, shape or form, but it's giving me mental health, as in this change is going to come in very quickly. This is something that you can actually plan for your future with. It will give you the opportunity to create it'll give you the opportunity to create as many new beginnings as you want, is what I'm getting from this. Wow, I don't know if somebody wants to start a fashion line, and I keep getting pulled back to your clothing or your ideas. It's either becoming a fashion designer, design prints, your own business. You may already have a business doing this. This is going to take off. Oh my gosh. That's what I mean by whatever is going to change financially for you, it's going to be life-changing and for the good. And I heard, and don't be selfish with it, but we know that you're not going to be selfish with it. The moon is in reverse. So you have somebody who is in utter grief that you are getting this, or they're going to be in utter grief that they weren't able to mimic you, or mimic your healing, or mimic your journey, or mimic your uniqueness. This, whatever this is when it comes to an inheritance, be it a spiritual inheritance, but I feel like it actually is a monetary value of, you know, I don't know, big gold bars in a box, in a lockbox somewhere in a bank, an estate, land, this shop, that shop, this store, this building, whatever. It's not just one thing. It's more than one thing here. And you have someone who's had their eye on it for a while. They know about it. They've been looking at it. They've been looking. And do you know what? That 7 of Wands is actually looking at this bell. Gold. There's something here about it's weight in gold. It's weight in gold. It's weight in gold. The second row here with the 9 of Cups in reverse, a lack of satisfaction. 2 of Pentacles with having to juggle something, or a transition. 5 of Cups, feeling either exhausted and lonely at the same time, or upset that celebrations have ended. So they may have celebrated too soon on something. And then you have the Ace of Cups here. They celebrated too soon on something. They thought that they had fulfilled either a quota, or I feel like this person is privy to what the inheritance is, or they are privy to what was in a will and testament. And there may have been, almost like when you sign a contract for a new home, let's say you're renting, and it will say you can't do all of these certain things. You have to stick by these rules. And if you stick by these rules, this is what the landlord will offer for you. And this is the price, and blah, blah, blah. So there were some terms of agreement that this person would have got something, or would have been able to keep something if they were to heal in a certain way, push themselves forward in a beneficial way. There's something that they were supposed to do within a specific time frame, and it may have already been printed and it was in this will or in this document, and they have not been able to do that, because that's why there's something to do with the clothing being really important. I was going to say I don't know if, but it feels like they were given certain things, like you need to go and benefit yourself. Like you need to benefit yourself in the way that you are being genuine and you are being, what is it? Authentic in what you create. By the age of 33 or by the age of so and so and so, you must have a specific amount of achievements, and these achievements could be to do with a charity or to do with creating, if you like art, that you have become a successful artist, because it shows that you have really stuck it out and tried. It's not about being successful and like making loads of money as much as it is about being passionate about what it is you're creating. And that is why there's someone here is going to create their own fashion line. You don't have to be, you know, a fashionista, or you don't have to be, that doesn't have to be the only thing that it is. But there is a want or intention or set rule of, if you are artistic, this is what I wish for you. This is what you have to show to be able to get this inheritance. That you really have been following your own true path. That you really have been pouring into yourself and the community around you. That you really have been thinking about how you will impact, how your achievements impact your life, and then how they would impact, you know, the community as a whole. You've been doing this. You may not even realize that, but you've been doing this. And you've been doing it either without even realizing that those were the terms and conditions in this inheritance. Or terms and conditions within something here that has a massive pot of gold in it. And this other person who was trying to copy the way that you look, I'm going to look really unique. They're wearing green, I'm going to wear green. They're wearing yellow, I'm going to wear yellow. The only thing that's different is the hair. They're like, no, I'm not going to cut their hair. I'll wear wigs. They're dyeing their hair all the time, or they're cutting their hair and letting it grow and then cutting it and being unique and weird and stuff. I'm going to wear loads of different wigs. Or I'm going to, I don't know, there's something else here. And they couldn't. You can't be authentic in yourself if you are always comparing yourself to someone else. Be yourself. Dress as you wish. You know, as long as you're not being like offensive and showing your bits or anything. But this person was more interested in seeming to be hitting all of those milestones because they were thinking about money, or they were thinking about prestige, or they were thinking about that estate, than just living life and enjoying life and following passion's lead and creating and loving and grieving and just, and I say grieving in there as well because part of life is, you know, sacrifice and loss as much as connection and love and joy. And you look, you have here the Empress in reverse to the Ace of Wands. This person or people, whoever this may be, they couldn't just be like, right, okay, so these are the goals that have been set. Let me go out and live the best life that I can. Let me go out and actually maybe go to therapy, maybe do some journaling, maybe actually get to know who I am when I strip back the label of mother or father, sister, brother, the job that I do, the friend that I am. Who am I at the core of me? Who am I? What is it that makes my soul sing? What is my soul song? Nah. They had to look and be like, oh my gosh, if I don't hit all of these marks, then you're next in line. You will get it all. And I can't have you do that. And it's almost like being told, well, you just need to go on your healing journey because everything else will fall in place. And them going, but I don't want to go on a healing journey. I want to take what is yours. How dare you go on your healing journey? How dare you find out who you actually are? Or how dare you go on that journey and be brave enough to try and figure out who you are or what your passion's lead is. And look at that. It keeps opening on the Empress in reverse to the Four of Swords here. This person, it's almost like they rest and rejuvenate each night to come back to try and disempower you. But the same horrible, sucky, anger, gloopy, I wrote down anger and gloop next to each other, thick black slime energy that they were trying to stick you in like quick mud. Quick mud? It's not quick mud, what is it? Quicksand. Like quicksand is exactly what they are slowly drowning in. That sucks, man. That genuinely sucks. This person may be a chain smoker, and I think that's the reason why I was feeling that at the start. Like someone needs to stop smoking. I think that they are. You've got the Queen of Pentacles coming out. And you've got the Three of Wands here. You've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. This person, it seems that people are moving away from them. Because what did they do with this High Priestess in reverse? They've done something, specifically done something that is worrying them enough that they are, because it's the way that they're looking. They're not just batting off what they see as you as the competitor. There's other people around them that they've been combative with. And that was the energy of going outside and everybody is just in that gloopy fight, flight or freeze energy. This person feels like if they go out, this person may have a bit of agoraphobia, you know that. They may find that when they go out of their house, they are constantly like having their back up. Like, is someone going to rob me? Is someone going to come after me? And you have the Nine of Swords here. The Queen of Pentacles. I feel like putting the Queen of Pentacles there actually. You also have the Knight of Cups in reverse to the Three of Wands. This person, there's something about the way that they manipulated people before is not working, because the High Priestess in reverse is somebody who, they can sometimes use magic, you know, to get what they want, but I'm not really getting that in this. Excuse me, this is more about manipulation. It's abusing power to manipulate. They may have like connections, either it's not to a bank, they have connections to, I don't know, whatever lawyer or person reads the will, something along those lines. And they've done something here with this paper, because this person is holding that scroll there, right? Information, knowledge. I don't know if they wanted to change the will. They did something underhanded. And now the people around them are walking away. There's someone here who's aware of what they did. Or they're worried that this person knows what they did. Ah, you need to go there. You need to go there. And you go there. A new beginning. They may be worried that you are going to have a new beginning with a person that's walked away from them. This Knight of Cups in reverse. Investing. But this person isn't coming. If there is a person coming towards you, they're not coming towards you in the energy of romance. They're not coming towards you in the energy of romance. What are they coming towards the collective in? What energy? Five of Cups in reverse. So the Eight of Cups, this is like celebration. There may be someone coming towards you to celebrate, to say, well done. Well done, you got all of this. Good for you. The second row here has the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Moon in reverse, and the Nine of Swords. So this person, this Seven of Wands person, or this copycat energy, this person is very, very, very stressed. Very stressed. And I want to figure out why. I feel like they've trapped themselves in something. Maybe financially. They thought they were already going to get this money. or they thought they were already going to get whatever this was. So they may have overspent. They may have gambled something, because that Seven of Wands, to be represented as the Seven of Wands rather than a different card, because I've never had someone, and there's a High Priestess here in reverse, and I'm not referring to them as that, I'm referring to them as the Seven of Wands. This is like feeling like everyone's out to get me. Maybe someone is. Maybe that stick that they've got is like their protection. Princess of Swords, yeah, because they did not read the fine lines of something. They did not read between the lines of something. King of Swords here, maybe they got a loan out, but they didn't go to the bank to get the loan. They're in a spot of bother here. They really are in a spot of bother. And that's why there's a lot of anger. Why did Isis just pop up here with Goddess of Hope? Let's have a look into that. Eight of Swords, this is a trap of some sort. Queen of Pentacles. Financial, this is very much a financial trap. That Nine of Pentacles in reverse to Judgment. So they're going to get some sort of message that the will, they may try and contest something here. They may have tried to change the will, and I don't know how, because you've got something dodgy going on here. So they may have borrowed money to change something paper-wise, and it didn't work, or it hasn't turned out how they thought it would. That King of Swords in reverse, that's illegal. That's doing something illegal. The Princess of Swords, or the Page of Swords in reverse, that is turning a blind eye or not learning something. So they may have bribed someone here. And that bribe was supposed to what? Fiddle or change something within this will. Slow something down. They needed more time. What do they need more time with? One second, these cards do not want to go together. Get in there. Let me give them a bit of a spray. What is it that they needed more time with? What do they need more time with? Four of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse, Six of Pentacles, and you have the Seven of Swords. They needed more time to figure out, there's something here about which option. No, it's not an option. The Four of Cups is about things that we see or don't see. It's sometimes a dismissal of things as well. The Seven of Cups in reverse, some sort of fact. They were trying to get rid of some sort of piece of evidence or fact or something that was written in this document, because you have the Seven of Swords here. This is deceit. They wanted to change something within this. This is about charity, generosity. They wanted it changed. They wanted to have maybe one of these terms or clauses or something within it changed, so that they would have hit everything. Yeah, so they would have got fulfillment. They would have got this Knight of Pentacles here. They would have been the first one, like the Hunger Games, to run in and grab it and then run off. And they thought that they were going to get it. They thought they were going to get it. Your Seven of Wands coming out. They thought that they were going to be the only competitor. It was taking your name out. It was taking your flipping name out of the will, out of the inheritance. So it was just them. And then all they had to do, there's something here about stealing your ideas. Stealing your ideas, stealing the way that you dress. This is why they were doing that. Because you were, without even knowing, unwittingly, you were going to be getting more or less everything from that inheritance. Because you went out and lived life. And you loved, and you healed, and you hurt, and you were human. And that's, I think, more or less what was in the kind of rules. Just go and have a life and be human and create something, leave a legacy, plant a tree, write a book, I don't know. Create a fashion line. Do something you're passionate about. If you do these things, you will get all of this. If you don't do it, it goes to the collective. If the collective is doing this, it goes to them. And you've got here the Seven of Wands to Judgment. They didn't think that this would happen. They thought getting rid of your name would have sorted that out for them, but their bribe didn't work, or their bribe wasn't enough, because they're not the ones sitting there rubbing out your name. This is an official document that would have to be retyped, rechanged, signed, whatever that is, and they ran out of time. They ran out of time, or or whoever it was that was taking the bribes ran out of patience. Oof. So when they get this message that actually that bribe, all that bribe has done, has trapped them. It's literally trapped them, because what they did was they broke the law. They could have just complied and I had them grown up, but they didn't. They wanted it all. They got too greedy. Oh no. Oh flipping no. Anything else, please and thank you. Queen of Cups is coming out in reverse. This person was coached. The Queen of Cups has come out in so many of my readings lately that this can't be ignored. This Queen of Cups, and then you've got the Two of Cups here as well. This is someone that you know. This is family. This is without, of course it's family, it's inheritance, right? So it is family. But this Two of Cups here to the Queen of Cups, this is somebody that you trust. This is somebody that you have shared meals with, that you've sat and shared drinks with, that you have shared misery and hope and love with. And this person has coached. I don't know if they're the same person, they could be, but I'm getting that this Queen of Cups has coached this Seven of Wands. Or if this is the same person, they're very good at pretending. They're very, very good at pretending, because those two are not equal. This Queen of Cups here, this person who is supposed to be filling up cups and nurturing and protecting and mothering and all the rest of it, you know, and being an equal and just, you know, seeing eye to eye and thinking the same vibes, is actually sitting in this energy of manipulation, of I will step on others. Like before we were talking about this, I will step on others to get what I want. I sit in this turmoil, this gloopy anger, this stuckness, this thick black slime energy. Merry we meet, merry we part. Of course, you know, peace be with you. This energy of smiling while sticking the knife in the back. Wow. Can we get a message from Isis before I go? Can we get a message from Isis, please? King of Wands has come out. Princess of Wands has come out. 10 of Wands is coming out. Okay. And then you have the Three of Swords. Now, the King of Wands here, it flew out that way, and then it started to turn itself upside down. The King of Wands is a leader. This is somebody who actionably forges forward. I mean, we started off with the Knight of Wands, which is talking about you actionably right now taking time to find space to do mindfulness techniques, to really foster the energy of new beginnings and temperance. A lot of temperance, a lot of grounding, a lot of gratitude. And it's not saying you're not doing those things, but to be very present with yourself, simply because this is coming to be, if it hasn't already. And you are going to be gifted a life-changing opportunity, a life-changing amount of money or inheritance or whatever this may be for you. And it's going to be unsettling, because this is not like, you know, when you see someone on TV and they've won the postcode lottery, or they've won the actual lottery or the lotto, and you're like, oh my gosh, look at that. You just see their photograph and them going, yay. But you don't see behind the closed doors of family coming forward and going, yeah, but I bought that scratch card, or but but I'm your aunt and I looked after you. You need to give me money and this and this and that. And like how families can break apart because of things like this and because of fortunes coming in. And you're being told to really err on the side of caution when it comes to who it is that you trust when it comes to finances. It's not saying that you shouldn't trust specific family members if you've trusted them before. But I heard it's almost like the fight is on. The Ten of Wands has come out underneath as well. Be very cautious. Because the Ten of Wands being in reverse is like continuing to carry a burden. It's almost like the Tower in reverse. Why did we get these cards, Isis? Isis. I feel like you're being told to use your cunning in some way. Just like Isis. Because we have the Ten of Cups coming out in reverse. This person is going to, this is going to bring in a lot of drama. A lot of drama. I do not feel like this Seven of Wands energy is going to take this lying down. They're going to try contesting the will. They're going to try and drag this out. You have the Emperor here to the Strength. They're going to be pulling other people in to try and weaken the case. And like I created another row. I created another row as we were going along. So it's almost like there is going to be, it's almost like there's going to be something else that happens that you're not expecting, especially as the row is the Four of Cups, not seeing something here, Seven of Cups in reverse, but being shown the true facts, the Seven of Swords in deceit when it comes to Judgment in reverse. When it comes to deceit and something to do with ill luck or ill, I feel like there was something happened that could have helped you a long time ago. Like this has been, this is messy, and I feel like whatever this inheritance is, you have more than one person who is hiding the truth on this. There's a lot of money that will either have to be paid back. There is, because for some people, this is something that's about to just happen now, and there's going to be a fight for this inheritance, for this money. And for others, this has happened a long time ago, and they're going to have to pay this back because they hid something. You've got the Strength in reverse. This is something that when you realise who it is, it's going to really shock you. Can I get one more card, please, Isis? Isis, just a message on the Seven of Wands, please. Seven of Wands. Six of Wands in reverse. They are not going to win. Just be aware, whatever happens in court, whatever, you know, however long it drags out, they are not going to win. The truth is going to win. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you like what you heard and you'd like to see more and see when my content comes out, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see just that. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, is that a heart? It is. Kisses. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Please know that I will also be doing a live very soon. I do lives on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month, but they are only for membership. So I have a membership now. If you press subscribe, if you haven't already, there's a little button that says join. That is the only way to connect with moi in real time. And if you are one of the first 5 people to come into the live and just say hi, you have the option of having a 3-card pull on any question that you may have for me. That is the only way that you will be able to get a free live reading. Okay, I love you guys. Know that my personal readings are also open. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, one that is pre-recorded and then sent to you to have forever and ever and ever and a day, just email me, let me know, and we can custom fit it to what it is that you need. Anyone that is advertising in the comment sections is a scammer. It doesn't matter if they're pretending to be me or if they're saying that, you know, praise Jesus, they've now made a ridiculous amount of money bi-weekly by going to a random stockbroker. It's all a scam. Do not get Do not have the wool pulled over your eyes. Just block and report them. I love you guys. And bye-bye.